Hello Leo, welcome to your general Gemini season / June 2020 reading. This is Aries Moon Arcana and I am Kaya. Hello, how's it going? I'm going to be just giving you kind of an idea of the energies that I'm getting from the cards. If these messages don't speak to you or resonate with you like every other tarot reader suggests, I would suggest checking your moon, rising, and Venus signs just to, round it out. See if that one makes more sense to you. Or listen to all of them. I don't care, whatever you want to do. So I pulled a little main energy card that this reading will be kind of surrounding, or surrounded by, I should say. And I got 5 of Swords, and I'm feeling this like feisty energy from this card. This like take no prisoners, win at all costs, like feisty. Not really necessarily in like a shitty way, but like in like a I'm doing this for me and I'm doing it right, and it like feels kind of playful to you almost. So I'm seeing some like playful feistiness, which, that is kind of just like part of your whole charm, right? So that bodes well for that. So let's dig right into it. I'm gonna just swoop you down here so you can see what I'm doing. A whole little area. All right, I'm gonna use the Golden Universal deck to do the main reading, and then I'm gonna clarify with the classic Rider-Waite, which is what I got the general message from, the overarching message. Just clarify the cards here. I wanna make sure it's all about you. I wanna just start from scratch, get all the energy out, so we can just absorb yours. All right. Let that burn out. All right, Leo, what do we got going on for you? How's it going? Well, how's it happening? What's hanging? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right? Of course you do. So we've got some feisty energy. We've got some win at all costs energy. I'm curious to see how the cards play out here and what sort of storyline we got going on with this feisty ass energy. It's playful though. I feel like you guys are super playful, and maybe it's like that whole like, it's like the opposite of cabin fever, right? You're like, ooh, and you just like finally you're able to go outside. It's beautiful out because it's finally summer if you're here in these neck of the woods, America. And so, you're basically you're feeling good. You're feeling really good. So I want to get more info on the feistiness. This is for Leo for this season. This Gemini season, I should say. All right, 2 of Cups reversed, High Priestess reversed, 3 of Wands, and then Judgment. All right, I mean, right off the bat, Leo, I'm getting a bit of a breakup vibe here. It's not usually it doesn't come up all the time for me. This isn't a love reading, it's a general reading. So this is the first relationship reading that's really actually kind of like been so clear and obvious to me right off the bat. So it looks like you, with this 2 of Cups reversed, right in the recent past, it looks like you just split from somebody, or somebody just split from you or something. You just like undid a deep connection here. And you are kind of, I think you're feeling like ready to get out there, and just like, maybe you're like hoping for a rebound, and you just like want to just move on and just not feel the shitty feelings right now, and you want some sort of distraction, and you want to just play with it and play around and play with other people and play with somebody else. And it's feeling feisty, like you want to get back out there. You want to like put on that pretty red lipstick and just go make yourself known, make it known that you're single again. The High Priestess reversed here is kind of showing me that what that's doing, your energy right now is kind of, it's feeling like you're like, I don't need to focus on all my like deep spiritual stuff right now. I really don't want that to be such a huge, heavy thing in my life right now. I really want to be playful. I want to feel more playful. I want to go out and just like let things feel light and let things feel fun. I don't want to get bogged down with this breakup energy. I really want to feel like excited and free and just light and airy. And the High Priestess can be a pretty heavy energy. I love her, but I'm a Scorpio, so I'm all about that shit, that heavy shit. But yeah, you're really looking to lighten things up a little bit. It's possible that the relationship you just got out of was with somebody who was pretty heavy, maybe even could have been a Scorpio or a Cancer or something, water sign. Heaviness, broodiness, you know, prone to like mood swings and stuff like that. So it's possible that you're like feeling kind of freed up because that's not really bogging you down anymore. And you're like looking out on the horizon. You're like excited to like start a whole new journey. You've been like, you know, you kind of, I feel like you did your wallowing. You had the pint of ice cream. This wasn't like a marriage necessarily, because this doesn't feel like devastating to you, this breakup. It kind of feels like you were able to just do the healthy, you know, healing after a breakup thing. It didn't take you very long. And now you're like ready to fucking go set sail somewhere else. And you're ready to just go off on a new journey. Yay! It's super fun. And then Judgment card here. I mean, I think there will come a time when this kind of flightiness, it might come back to bite you in the ass a little bit, but I don't think that that's, I don't know, I don't think that it's that bad. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think that it's okay for you to take the lighter approach. I think that your high priestess will come back to like later, and I think she's the one that bites you in the ass, just because you're kind of like putting off your spiritual growth right now because you want to just have a good time. You're kind of ignoring your instincts. You might be dabbling in extramarital affairs, or possibly dating someone or flirting with somebody that is currently in a relationship or in a marriage or separated or something like that. There could be some sort of, you know, you're ignoring your the voice that's telling you that's a bad idea, and you're like, fuck off. I want to have a good time. I want to feel loved and sexy and appreciated, and that's what I'm getting from this. And then I think it will come back to bite you, so just be careful and make sure that what you're doing is really like above board. And be honest and be really clean. Clean your karma up, because the karma's gonna come back. So you want to make sure you're keeping your hands clean throughout this Gemini season. Keep your hands clean. That's what I'm seeing, because you're feeling fucking feisty, and you're like, you might even feel like if you are having an affair with somebody, you might be like, haha, I'm so much better than your partner or whatever, or your ex-partner. You know, if there's somebody that you're starting a relationship with that just got out of a relationship and you know they're not ready, but you don't give a shit because you want to get yours. I see that, you know, I'm seeing that. You're kind of like, I'm getting what I want. Go fuck yourself. I'm doing this thing. And I don't judge you. I don't judge anybody. I'm just saying, be careful what you're doing. And we're going to get some clarity on that. So be careful what you're doing, you lovely little Leos, because I have a feeling you motherfuckers could seduce anything and anyone. So you gotta like be aware of your seduction powers, I think, sometimes. All right, let's get some clarity here on the Two of Cups reversed for Leo. I'm seeing this as the breakup scene, kind of like the ending of something that was like, you know, it was pretty good. It just, I don't think that it was that big of a deal. Almost, I think that maybe they took it a little bit heavier than you took it. You know what I mean? Maybe they just took it more seriously and you didn't really take it that seriously. That's why you're not having that hard of a time kind of moving past it. Because it was, you know, it was fun. You had a good time, but it didn't devastate you to lose it. So let's get some clarity, please, for Leo. For Gemini season, June 2020. Let's get into it. Oh, hello. I'm not going to do jumpers just because that's just not how I do things around here. Okay, let's do this, shall we? Move these bitches over there. All right, and we get the Judgment card. The day has come and went. Yep, you've gone through your pain. You've got the Nine of Swords reversed, and your singledom is here. Nine of Pentacles upright. So this is like basically a breakup in 3 cards. This is like getting over a breakup 100%. Judgment Day. This happened. You broke up. The day of reckoning has come already. Come and gone. You had that breakup with that person, or it's happening in super early June if it's something that you want. The day of reckoning is upon you. It's done. It's happened. You are over it. You're over your anxiety, your sleepless nights, your painful, like, you know, going through it. You're healing. You're healing from it. Your anxiety is starting to wane. You're not feeling so intense about it anymore. You're really getting over it here in this card. And then in the Nine of Pentacles here, you're done. You're good. You're single, happy. You got your own shit going on. You, like, didn't feel super derailed with your life. You're just like, fuck yes, all about me, bro. So you are just kind of sitting pretty. You're feeling good. You're okay with this breakup. It was good for you, because you can reconnect with yourself, and you love that shit. So I'm feeling like that's it. Really clear as day right there. That little breakup. So I am sorry if you did go through a breakup and it is painful. I mean, you know, it's always going to be a little painful at least. So I am sorry if that is the case for you. But it's looking like, you know, it's looking like you're going to be a little getting your own thing going on afterwards. So let's clarify the High Priestess reversed here. I'm feeling like this is maybe ignoring some intuition. Maybe just wanting to, you know, you want to escape the heaviness of the relationship that you had before. You want to escape the heaviness of the painful parts of it. You're just ready to just kind of be light and fluffy again. Back to light and fluffy, because that's how you felt in the past. And you're like really hoping to return to that feeling. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some clarity, please, for Leo for June 2020. The High Priestess reversed. All right, Two of Swords reversed, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords reversed. So let's move these out of the way a bit. All right. Maybe you were given an ultimatum and you were like, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I'm not playing that stupid ass game. I think that they might want to get back together with you, this person, and you are not having it because you want to start something new. You want to go back to being light and fluffy, and you know that if you go get back in a relationship with them, the heaviness and the brooding, it's not going to change. You really want to move forward. You don't want to look backwards. They want to look backwards here. I see them as the Page of Cups, kind of like offering you, you know, but you want something new, something different. You don't want to be confused about this anymore. You don't want to, you don't like the ultimatum that they gave you. You're not happy about it, and you're ready to move on. You don't want to sit in stillness anymore. You don't like it. This person also confuses you. Something about the broodiness of them confuses you. You're not, it's not really like you. It's not in your nature to be so unsure and kind of wishy-washy and like heavy all the time. So it really like puts you into a state of sort of like mental like muck, you know? I hope they don't gaslight you, I gotta say, because if I'm getting a lot of water energy, they can do that. They can do that, or be passive aggressive, that kind of bullshit, which I, you know, think is pretty abusive. So don't fucking do that shit. So I'm seeing that here. So you really don't want that anymore. You really want to move on. You really want to go back to light, happy, fun Leo time. You know, because that's what everybody loves. That's when you're the happiest, and that's when you get the most attention, you know, when you're shiny. You want to be shiny from the inside out, and you feel like maybe this relationship took your shine away and dulled you a little bit. And now you're ready to set sail, baby. All right, Three of Wands, setting sail. Let's get some clarity, please, for Leo. For this moment here, you want to try something new. Trying something new, yeah. All right, Leo, what do we got for the Three of Wands here? What do you guys need to know? What sort of clarifiers do we need to understand here? We want to get back to light and happy. As we mentioned, it may very well be moving into a direction that's not necessarily all that savory, so I would think twice before that. If you're thinking of entering into a relationship with somebody who's married, think twice. It is not what you think it's going to be. All right, Three of Wands. Strength reversed. The Fool. Justice reversed. I mean, I'm telling you, there might be some something unsavory that you choose to do. I think in your willingness to just want to start new and start light and happy and just jump off a fucking cliff, you're going to lose a little bit of your integrity. I'm sorry. I love you. And I'm sorry if this sucks to hear, but you're not going to be doing the right thing necessarily. And like I said, it looks very relationshipy. It feels relationshipy to me. I think it's going to be a reaction to, you know, to the fact that you just got out of a seriously down, like bummer relationship or bummer situation. I think you might meet somebody who's like super fun and light and feels just like you and feels just as fun as you and just wants to fucking have a good time with you. And then you're going to leap and go for it, whether or not it's like a good idea, because they might not have like left their partner yet or are planning to, but it's not fully done. Something like that, you know, and you want to leap with them. You want to just like have a good time. And you're ignoring what you know to be the right thing. You're ignoring it because of this high priestess right here. You want what you want and you want to fucking get it, and that's what you want. And so you're going to ignore integrity and your inner truth and what you know to be a good idea or not, and you're just going to fucking go for it. It feels like. We're going to see the story, how the story works out when we get to the Judgment card, but you know, I really think that this Three of Wands here, you're really like ready to try something new, and something new shows up for you immediately. You just have to be really careful, because if it's not, if that person is not fully, completely single, or like has been single for a while and is fully ready for a new relationship, it could really be a problem for you. I think that would be a fucking problem for anybody, right? We've all kind of been in that situation at least once. So you want to make sure that that person is just ready to go and like clear and open and like has no baggage, has worked through all their baggage, because I'm seeing some other shit. I'm seeing some baggage. You might have to, you know, check someone else's baggage, and I don't know if that's your fucking job, right? So yeah, it's looking like you're feeling free to just try something new and ignoring your better judgment. Just because it's a little, I mean, I think you're feeling kind of selfish right now. Maybe you were in a relationship with somebody who was very selfish and you weren't able to be selfish. And now you're kind of like, you know, the pendulum is swinging in the other direction, and you're like, time for me to be fucking selfish, because I need to like get things back to balance, you know, like you need to balance the karma out almost by being selfish. There's always two sides to every coin. So let's get some clarity on the Judgment card, please. I need some clarity here for Leo for the Gemini season. Let's see what the story is with this Judgment card, because it looks like there's some karma that needs to be like fully rectified by the end of this little story, this little love affair or whatever you want to call it. It looks like there's some karma that needs to be corrected. So I'm just saying, you can start a relationship with anybody you want. Just make sure it's not going to fuck up your karma. You know, you be careful with ignoring that High Priestess. I always think that's kind of a bad idea, a bad call. Ignoring that Strength card, ignoring that Justice card, just for the sake of the fooldom, you know, I think that's I think you got to watch that, my friends. You optimists, you. All right, let's clarify this. Yeah, this person, either you are done being a team player with the Three of Pentacles here in reverse. I get the Temperance, and then I get the World in reverse. So I'm feeling like you're kind of, somebody's not being a team player, even though they seemed like they'd be really fun. And then when you get to know them a little bit more, you realize they're not really working with you. And maybe that's why their relationship didn't work out. And you're really trying to figure out how to balance your own karma here. I think that you need to work on, you know, figuring out what is acceptable for you to take and what you need to leave, because you're balancing out like it's almost like this selfishness that you were exhibiting and feeling. You need to balance it with the selfishness of the other people too. You need to make sure that there's always a karmic sort of balance going on here. And this could also be a pattern for you. Is this a pattern for you guys? Is there some Leos out there that, or are there some Leos out there that get into relationships with unavailable people? Anybody? Bueller? Yeah, I think that that's what's going on. You can end this cycle. This is the opportunity, because you got the damn Judgment card, which is like reckoning. This is the day that this happens now. And the world reversed. You can end these cycles of your own patterns here. You can do that. You can figure out, go through the process of being like, I want to break free from this relationship so that I can go be light and fluffy and happy and bounce to the next thing that then ends up getting me all bogged back down into the baggage and into the crap again. And then I have to break free again and then go through the whole process over and over and over and over and over. And that is what karma is all about, is breaking that bullshit and making it done. So you have an opportunity this month to break your own karmic cycles here. I don't know that you're going to take it. It's really up to you. I'm going to pull some outcome cards because you aren't really balancing your inner truth with like the experiences and the circumstances of the outside world. You're not really being, this person isn't a team player, or you're not being a team player with like your own information, your own like personal truths. You're not really working well with yourself when you're ignoring all these instincts and intuitions, right? Of course that's not good. Which will kind of perpetuate the cycle, because that is something that you guys are doing, is ignoring your inner voice. And that's what's going to keep things rolling. Wow, this was like such a relationship thing at first, and now I feel like it's turning into like a therapy session. Break those cycles, y'all. All right, Leo, let's get some summation cards, some outcome or summation cards and energies, please, for Leo for June 2020, for Gemini season 2020. What can we finish this reading with? How can we sum it all up? Tie it up with a neat little bow for Leo. Do, do, do. I get the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, and here I'm seeing the people you're usually attracted to and you being a little bit more harsh with them, maybe perhaps even cutting them out of your life. The King of Cups isn't always just emotional security and support. When he comes up in a reading that has to do with this watery energy that I'm getting that turns toxic and kind of passive aggressive and shitty and gaslighty, this guy's kind of a putz. You know what I'm saying? He's not the greatest guy. He doesn't really know how to show up. He doesn't know how to like not express all of his moods onto you all the time or project onto you. Maybe he feels very codependent, clingy, heavy, mired down. Are you guys attracted to people like that? Because we all have our moments, right? For some reason, this is part of your cycle. You keep being attracted to somebody who seems really light and fluffy and happy, and they end up being broody, sulking, irritating messes, emotional messes. And that's what you're attracted to. So you have this opportunity in June to see that for what it is, to really look it in the eye. Because you just went through this breakup, and this is a great pivotal moment for you. When you meet this new person around this time in the Gemini season, or like surrounding the Gemini season, and you want to jump off a cliff for them, look at it. Get to know them a little bit more. You don't have to jump off a cliff for somebody you just met 15 minutes ago. It's true. Believe it or not, it's true. You can get to know them and find out if they actually start to show some moodiness that like doesn't ever stop, doesn't ever go away. So I think that what you'll find is this fucking guy. This fucking guy is going to show up face to face with you, and you're going to be like, get the fuck out. Get out of here. I've figured out my strength. I'm no longer ignoring my integrity. I'm no longer ignoring my self-righteous information that I already know, my inner counsel. I'm no longer ignoring it. And my heart says to slice your fucking head off. Fuck you. Boom. That's what I see. I see you like getting the opportunity to really like grow out of this like unavailable man or too available man phase, right? That's like emotionally, it just feels murky, right? just feels murky and kind of gross. And I see you being able to get out of that. So that's a really good prognosis, right? That's a great thing. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to show you my face again. Hi. Hi, Leo. Hello. I've been doing it the whole time, but you know, now it's at a different angle. So that's your reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, share, comment, yada, 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 right? I love doing these videos, and if I could make this a full-time job, I would be over the moon. So let me know if it's something that you like to watch and, you know, want more of, because then I'll know if this is really something that I should be doing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll have new videos in a couple days. The schedule for all the videos that come out should be in the description box below. And let me know if you can think of anything else you'd like to see from me. And that's pretty much that. Thank you so much, Leo. I will see you guys next time.